And we are live. Welcome to a brand new episode of Night of Wrestling. I'm Robbie Dotes. We have Paul Saccone. We have Dylan Koros.
What up, what up?
And we have Ethan Charbonneau.
What's up?
And today we are making our Super ShowDown predictions. There's 9 matches on the card, so we got lots to talk about today. And there's a couple of championship matches. There's a 50-man battle royal.
There's matches that nobody wanted in the first place.
I'm caring to hear about what kind of match that is in particular that you were talking
And then there's matches that we've seen since 2004.
So, yeah.
And it's equivalent or better than WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah, that's what
Yeah, somehow I don't think that's going on.
that's what they're building it up as. I don't think so either. Oh, man. So we have agreed that we're going to do the order of bottom to top as listed on Wikipedia. So the very first matchup we are going to kick off this prediction show with is the 3-on-1 handicap match, Lars Sullivan versus Lucha House Party. And this one is simple for me. I'm just going to go ahead and say Lars Sullivan wins this matchup. He is the freak of nature, as basically that they're building him up as to be. I mean, this I think is his first main roster matchup, so this is kind of a huge deal for him. So, yeah, I'm going Lars Sullivan. Ethan, I'll go with your prediction next.
Lars Sullivan runs house.
All right. Paul?
There's strength in numbers. I'm going to go with the Lucha House Party. I do like your reasoning for Lars Sullivan, though. But I think there's strength in numbers. I got to go with the Lucha House Party on this one.
All right. Dylan?
I'm going to go with Lars Sullivan. Trying to build him up and stuff. I guess I'll go with the Freak Man House Party. The one-man house party? I don't know.
Oh, man.
But anyways, Lars Sullivan.
All right. We'll actually stay with you for this next prediction. Universal Championship match between the current champion who just recently got pretty banged up on Raw, and that is Seth Rollins defending against Baron Corbin.
Say it as it is. He got his ass handed to him on a silver platter.
Basically, yes. And we are understandingly thinking that Brock Lesnar might show up on Friday and cash in. He said Friday. So,
I mean, he said he would. That doesn't mean he's going to, but
yeah.
as far as I know.
So, Dylan, what's your prediction between Rollins and Corbin?
I am going to say Brock tries to cash in. Like, he will show up at, I almost wanted to say Crown Jewel, Super ShowDown.
No, man, it's the sands of time.
But
better name.
I think, like, he'll go attempt, but, Rollins, like, hits him with something. And then it just ends with Rollins retaining the belt against Corbin. I don't see Corbin at all taking the belt.
All right. Paul, what do you think?
I think the match with Corbin is going to be a brief one. I'm not going to say like Rey Mysterio, Samoa Joe short, but I think it is going to be a somewhat shorter match with Seth taking that. And then Brock comes out to cash in. And then, it'll be like Monday where, Corbin just kind of jumps Rollins from behind kind of thing. Then, just beat down. It would be interesting if for the next little while, Brock just kind of shows up, beats the shit out of whoever the champion is, and then just leaves again, saying that he'll do it another day. So I think Seth Rollins retains, and again, Brock comes out to kind of tease the cash-in, but I don't think he'll actually do it. But if he does, I don't think that makes a difference. I think Rollins, no matter what, leaves Super Showdown with the Universal title.
Okay. Ethan?
I'm on the same boat with the boys here. Realistically, I was thinking back while watching that match on Monday, thinking like, okay, if they do this for a while, it's a cool twist because when Brock Lesnar finally cashes in, it'll be like, oh my god, he's finally doing it, and then it's like, okay, they're just gonna tease it and build the suspense. So, regardless, Seth Rollins takes home the Universal title.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree. I think that Rollins is definitely walking away Universal Champ. And do we really even think that Brock Lesnar is going to cash in on Rollins anyway? Like,
Probably not. I don't think so.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, obviously. But like you guys said, he'll probably tease the cash in on Friday. But he's not walking away with it. Seth Rollins is going to do Saudi with it.
I think he'll be there. I think he'll tease it. I don't think he's actually going to do it. And if he does, then something's going to happen and it's going to be a failed cash in.
Oh, my God. Seth Rollins goes low. Who knows?
Who knows?
All right. Sticking with the topic of World Championship matches, we're going to talk about the WWE Championship match next. And Paul, will get your prediction first between Kofi and Dolph Ziggler.
I don't think it really needs to be a very long prediction. I think everyone is in agreement that Kofi's going to take this one. That said, I'm going to say it right now. This is probably going to be the match of the night.
Okay.
Kofi retains, but it's going to be a great match because Kofi's awesome. Dolph's awesome. They've had this chemistry for the last decade and change. I don't see anything changing here in terms of titles and whatnot.
Okay. Dylan?
I think Paul kind of took the words out of my mouth. It's going to be a great match. And yeah, Kofi wins. Dolph will just oversell the fuck out of every move that Kofi Kingston does and make him look good.
Practically. Yeah. Applicants are the same. I think that this is going to be a real barn door for sure. I don't know. I kind of wanted to kind of trail on a different path, but I might stick along the same path and go Kofi retains as well. I don't know how long they plan on keeping Kofi WWE champ, but I think they're going to have him retain.
I think to answer your question, I would say that SummerSlam would probably be a safe bet.
Yeah, more than likely. All right, and to finish off, Ethan, what's your prediction?
I agree with all of you guys. Kofi retains. Going to be, if not, the match of the night.
Okay. Alrighty. We will now transition into the next matchup between Roman Reigns and Shane McMahon. And Ethan, we will stick with you.
Okay. This was a tough one for me because I'm just like, I kind of like both of them. And it's like, wow. All right. Thinking of it, though, I think since McMahon is kind of on a roll right now, I think he's going to take it.
All right. I'll might as well make my prediction and disagree with you. I think Roman will take this one. I mean, Shane just finished a feud with The Miz. Yes, he has all that build and momentum towards him and going into this matchup. He's got the help of the likes of the Revival and Drew McIntyre, and I don't know. I mean, I can see where you're going with Shane McMahon, but I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns. I feel like he's the right choice to go with in this matchup.
Should I cue it now?
If you want to.
Instant heat.
Oh, jeez. Anyways,
I'm so glad I started that joke.
Dylan, what's your prediction?
The Roman Reigns comeback tour continues with another win over Shane McMahon. Well, I mean, not another win over him specifically, but another win. So,
Another one.
Roman Reigns.
All right, and Paul.
See, I had a thought, but I'm not so sure anymore. I'm going to say Shane McMahon wins by disqualification due to interference from The Miz. Because I don't think that story's done yet.
I didn't think about that one.
I don't think that story's done yet. If it is, then, I easily see Roman winning, but the way things stand, I can't see Shane beating Roman cleanly. So I think Shane winning due to interference from The Miz, from Miz running into the match, attacking Shane. That's not exactly the safest bet, but that's the one that I'm going with.
Okay. The next match we will talk about, and we'll stick with you, Paul, on this one, is the Intercontinental Championship match between the current champ Finn Balor defending against Andrade.
Now, I haven't seen any promotional pictures or like the match graphics or anything like that. Is it Finn Balor or is it the Demon King? Because that actually makes a difference.
I believe I heard.
It is the Demon King.
Yeah.
It is the Demon King, then Finn Balor wins. There's something about Finn when he's the Demon King. It's just a certain extra aggression, I think it is really all it is. And nobody's been able to weather that storm yet. I would like Andrade to have an Intercontinental title run. I think that would be very interesting. I don't see him overcoming Demon King to do it, though. So Andrade's going to have his time soon. I don't think it's going to be Friday.
Okay. Ethan, what do you think?
I'm going to have to agree with Paul on this one. I've actually been thinking about it over the last little while. And, Demon King is going to take the win over Andrade. Andrade's just not ready yet.
Dylan.
Demon King will retain the Intercontinental title, and this could potentially be the best match of the night. Potentially.
I like the sound of that too. That's either this or the Kofi and Dolph match. My prediction, and as much as I agree with Paul and would like to see Andrade win the IC title, Friday's not going to be the day that Andrade walks out of Saudi Arabia with the title. Unfortunately, my prediction is going to be Demon King Balor. And that's not unfortunate. I mean, it's unfortunate, Andrade will not be walking out, obviously, with the title yet, but he will get his time. That's for sure.
I think Andrade will get his time sooner than we think that he will.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's going to be this week, and I think we're all kind of in agreement on that.
Yeah. All right. The next matchup, and one that's going to be probably quite simple and short to talk about, Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this match. I don't know what to think about a prediction for this match. I think I'm just gonna stick with the big guy in the match, Braun Strowman. I think I'm going with Braun in this match. Dylan, what do you think?
I don't know. Part of me wants Braun Strowman to win, but part of me wants Bobby Lashley to win because, Bobby hasn't really gotten, I don't know. But I guess Bobby Lashley got some of his momentum on Monday when he kind of attacked Braun Strowman and used the running power slam on Monday on him. So I guess that'll be the only momentum that Bobby Lashley gets going into this match. I mean, if Bobby Lashley does win, that'll be pretty cool, but I think Braun Strowman will win this match.
Interesting. Paul, what do you think?
Yeah, first off, thank God we're getting a good big man match. Those are pretty few and far between. And these two are definitely talented enough to pull it off. So we're going to have a solid match here. Not match of the night, but it's going to be a solid match. As far as the prediction goes, honestly, I could go either way on this one and still be happy. If for the sake of a prediction, I will say Braun Strowman. I don't know why, but it's just that little voice in your head, you know?
Yeah. All right, Ethan, what do you think?
Honestly, Lashley only had so much momentum going into this match. Sure, I'm pretty sure everybody popped when he gave him the running power slam. But realistically, Braun's my guy. Always has been since he was introduced. I think, since he started going solo. So realistically, Braun Strowman for the win.
Okay. This next matchup determines whether or not we will see a certain someone at Niagara Falls Comic-Con. No, I'm just kidding.
Really, though. Really.
You were the plug.
Oh, man.
We'll talk
Whether I
about
get a
it.
refund on my photo op ticket or not.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind, but it would suck. But I wouldn't mind.
That match that I'm currently talking about is between Goldberg and The Undertaker. Ethan, will stick with you on this for this prediction to start off first. Yeah, go ahead.
Honestly, the cup gives it away, but realistically, I think if it's one of Taker's last few matches, if he's booked for any more, I think realistically he should be over. And with the way he used Goldberg's lines on Monday, I thought that was awesome, where he's just like, Goldberg, you're next. Sure, I would have liked to have him say rest in peace, but WWE programming.
Well, I'm going to cut you off there for a quick second there, Ethan, because he actually did say that in that promo, but apparently the USA Network doesn't believe in giving the WWE extensions anymore. So legitimately, that segment ran long on time, and the USA Network was just like, on to the next show.
Yeah, it did look like by the time he said you're next, I think it was like a couple seconds after 11
It was
o'clock.
a couple seconds after.
So
It was like right
I guess
after.
I think on WWE.com they do have like the whole promo on their website because it was continued off air.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he did say that. He did say that. It's just it was too little, too late.
I honestly didn't see that, so thank you for correcting me. But yeah, Undertaker's my guy. I think he's gonna go over.
Alrighty. Let's go with Dylan on this one.
All right, so we got Goldberg, we got Undertaker, and we don't want to forget about Goldberg, the fact that he used the rest in peace line last night on SmackDown in retaliation to Undertaker using "You're next." So, but I mean, also Undertaker and Goldberg had the face-to-face confrontation yesterday, and then wasn't long because it was just Undertaker's there, then he disappears like typical Undertaker.
I'm gonna duck underneath the ring fast. See you guys soon.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to bring up something after we talk about these predictions, but so I'm just thinking, so is Goldberg going to do anything after Super Showdown? And plus, knowing the history of when you have a big star that's known for WCW against a big star known for WWE, usually the booking is that the WWE guy goes over. Example, Triple H over Sting at WrestleMania. So the safe bet of, that you're going to see Undertaker wrestle after this, unlike Goldberg, I guess in the words of Paul, when in doubt, go with the Undertaker.
Paul, your retort to this?
It's hard to disagree. That said, there have been rumors. I'm just going to leave them at rumors that apparently Fox Sports, when they move SmackDown over there in October, they want one of the big headlining feuds to be Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. If that's going to happen, then Goldberg has to take this match, I think, just to kind of start getting back on the momentum train. Because the last time we saw him was WrestleMania 2 years ago? Last year?
33.
2 years ago. 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say outright that Goldberg's going to win, but I wouldn't be shocked if it happened. So I'm going to say for a prediction Undertaker, but honestly, if they want Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar as a feud over on SmackDown by the end of the year, it wouldn't be that shocking to see Goldberg win. So I'm going to say Undertaker takes this victory and hopefully gets on a jet plane right after for a rematch.
I think a lot of fans are hoping that this match basically goes down to where...
And one thing that we need to remember, guys, like, I think it goes without saying, these guys, their combined age is like 100. Like this is not gonna be the best match that we see out of these two guys. And I think it's one of those things that we would have loved to have seen it even 10 years ago, maybe 15 at best, but like take it for what it is, not for what it should be, I think is the main line here.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of fans are going to agree with the fact that, they wanted to see Undertaker 2 days later at Niagara Falls Comic-Con.
You wanted to see him the next day. Niagara Falls Comic-Con had to cover their asses huge.
Yeah.
And I love Niagara Falls Comic-Con. I'm not knocking them, but they really had to move around the schedule at the last possible moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm the last one to make a prediction on this match. You know what? When in doubt, no, seriously though, that's my prediction. That's who I was gonna go with the entire time, regardless. Would it be cool to see Goldberg win this one? Yeah, maybe. But I think Taker's taking this one. I like what Dylan said. Also, I like the point that he brought up where. An example, Taker beats Sting. WWE guy goes over.
Triple H beats Sting.
Yeah, that match is never going to happen, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it's probably for the best.
And there's my first botch up of the episode. And it'll be my last one because we only have a couple more matches to talk about. So.
Oh well, it's
only a couple more. It's a couple more matches. There could be more botches. Who knows?
Yeah, you jinxed it, man.
If it was the end of the podcast,
as a matter of fact, you saying that you weren't going to botch again isn't itself a botch because you opened yourself up to more chances to botch.
Yeah, never know. I would just quickly transition into the 50-man Battle Royal match before we get, everywhere and anywhere. So we honestly don't know who really is going to be in this match because there isn't a list that tells us, but we can assume that, there's some NXT guys and a lot of WWE guys, obviously. Some Performance Center guys who, haven't even showed on NXT yet as well. 50 men. That is a lot of guys in one ring.
50 men, one goal.
Yeah.
Nothing on the line. Except you beat 49 people.
How big is this ring going to be? Because, It's hard enough doing a 30 or 40 man battle royal. Once you up it to 50, people are standing on the apron hoping to squeeze in somewhere. Like,
Yeah, like
this ring's gonna be like a 30-foot ring. It has to be in order to make it work.
it would be easier if it was a Royal Rumble, but it's a battle royal, so it's everyone basically one entrance, everyone in the ring at the same time. So all 50 guys start in the ring. It's not just like you could make it so it's 10 people, and if you throw people,
what they're gonna do for entrances is they're gonna have like 45 people in the ring already, kind of thing. Like, and then they're gonna do like 5 actual entrances. Yeah.
All right, you know what? We'll start with Ethan for a prediction on this battle royal.
Okay, I'm probably going to get some instant heat on this. I'm not sure who I want to actually win, but I thought of a scenario. How about R-Truth wins the battle royal, but then right after loses the 24/7 title?
Yeah, honestly, I was thinking about that through this episode.
About it. Just
I just thought of something hilarious. I'm gonna get to that in a second.
Okay.
So, realistically, since we don't really know who's in the battle royal, I'm going with R-Truth, and then he loses the 24/7 title.
All right.
For like the 5th.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, for like the 38th time this week or something.
Paul, you seem to have something going. What's your take?
I was just thinking of what Ethan was saying. How hilarious would it be if, that R-Truth did win the battle royal for whatever reason, and then lost the 24/7 title to like the Saudi Arabian prince.
Oh my god.
And that title, and they just that's how they bring back that Saudi Arabia belt that Braun Strowman never lost.
You know what though? Like,
what's the same? They're both green straps.
The 24/7 championship, kind of getting on that for a second. I'll actually come back to the battle royal in a second. But I just, the 24/7 championship, I know a lot of people hate how it looks, and I get it. But you got to keep in mind, this was a title that no one was meant to take seriously. It was very much more for comedic effect than anything else. And R-Truth has done an amazing, amazing job coming up with different scenarios to take the title, how to keep the title. It's been fantastic. I hope they take some inspiration from how some of these titles are won and lost with I believe it's the DDT Pro Iron Metal Heavyweight Championship, which is a Japanese title that works under 24/7 rules and works on the exact same premise. There's some great stuff coming out of there, and I hope WWE kind of takes from that for that. But anyways, getting back to the Battle Royal, there's some people that are going to be working double duty, obviously. I would imagine most of them, apart from like the world champions and whatnot, will be working double duty. This is a match that it's impossible to call. For the sake of a prediction, I will say Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman or Bray Wyatt. And I'm not sure why either of those names are popping into my head, but they are. And again, listen to the little voice in your head.
All right. Dylan?
For the sake of the prediction, and like they haven't even announced anyone for this match. It's like not even one single person, so you don't know who it's going to be. Could be Eugene, it could be Max Moon, it could be these random people from the 90s. But no, so in all seriousness, I'm just going to say for the sake of he should win a match, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre's fair. I like that.
It's very bold. Yeah, he's not even he's not even on the card. So yeah, I mean, making him be the guy that comes out on top and wins that battle royal, it's possible. Let's see here. I haven't really given much thought, and there are some rumored names like AJ Styles, Gallus and Anderson, Elias, and Mojo Rawley, to name a few, actually, that um, have some way, shape, or form said that they were going to be in the Battle Royal. Mojo and Elias being the two that announced during commercial breaks or whatever that they were going to be in it. So we didn't get to see that live. So we didn't know that they were going to be in it, but we assumed. It's tough to make a prediction on this one for sure. You know what? I'm going to ride with Dylan's prediction on this one. I'm going to say Drew McIntyre as well. I like that prediction. So I'm going McIntyre. And we can now finally transition into the final match that's listed here on the card between The Game, Triple H going up against the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. And you know what? We will start with Ethan on this prediction.
I think this pretty much gives it away. Realistically, I've been thinking about it. I think Randy Orton still moves pretty well, and he's actually been still doing a lot better than most of the older guys are. And I think Triple H, I think this is one of his very last few matches, if not his last. I mean, we've said that before, but at the same time, I just think Randy Orton's going to take it.
Okay. Paul, what do you think?
This is a match that always delivers. This is a match that is always good. I can't remember a bad Randy Orton and Triple H match just straight up between the two of them. Randy Orton is going to play the game one last time, and the game is going to win.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I think that Trips is winning this matchup. I think this will be a good match between them for sure. Like Ethan said, whether or not this is Triple H's last match, we don't know, because we've seen it before. Where people said, oh, yeah, this is going to be my last match, and then they come back for a match or two here and there. But regardless, yeah, I think Triple H is going to be my prediction for this matchup, and he basically is coming off a win against Batista at WrestleMania, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So
see, it'd be kind of funny to me if Triple H kind of ran through Evolution, so it was Batista then Randy Orton. So that means somewhere down the line is going to be Triple H versus Ric Flair.
it's a interesting theory, but
it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
But let me dream.
Yeah.
I mean, Ric Flair, I'll never retire.
As long as you keep on
5 years old, I'm still gonna take bumps. Give me a back body drop, yet I don't land on them good.
My back may be toothpicks, but let's do it anyway, brother. Woo!
I may be a 2-time Hall of Famer, but I could still go. Dylan, what's your prediction on this match?
I think this match was designed so that Randy Orton actually beats Triple H. And it's not because, I'm always going to say it's not because Randy Orton's one of, if not my favorite wrestler in WWE. It's
really, I couldn't tell when you moved that.
But I just think, Triple H got his big win over Undertaker at not Crown Jewel. Whatever the Saudi Arabia, or wasn't even, no, it was the last Super ShowDown. I forgot when it was, because they always do so many of these random live events international.
Although I am just going to look it up fast. Oh, yeah. And then Yeah, DX won, and then okay. I was getting my lines crossed too. I had to say it out loud.
Yeah. So with if Triple H can get that big win over Undertaker that he couldn't get previously, and there's another example that for some reason I'm drawing a blank now. Maybe like Lesnar getting the big win over Goldberg. That's another one. I don't even think off the top of my head, besides maybe that last man standing match at No Mercy 07, that I don't think Randy Orton's actually gotten like a huge win over Triple H on a big stage. So I think this would be the time that Randy Orton gets that one-on-one singles match win against Triple H.
At the equivalent of WrestleMania. Oh, man.
So it would seem.
Yeah. Well, that seems to be basically the ending of our predictions episode. I don't know if you guys have anything you want to also input in or add in.
Lots of plugs. Lots and lots and lots of plugs. Dylan, do you want to start?
I don't really have anything to plug in besides, I guess, watch the most recent episode of Funko Popcast that was loaded last weekend. So, yeah, that's about it.
I see Ethan was shrugging on his jersey. Game 3.
Game 3 tonight. GSW versus the Raps, baby.
Yeah.
Advertising the Raps, even though we don't have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 views to make money off these ads.
I know. And then
anyway, I've got a lot of stuff to plug.
All right.
Believe it or not. So first off, I'll go from furthest in the future to coming up right away. So Resolution tickets are on sale now. We've got a lot of great matches, I'm sure, planned. We do have one for sure announced in Rene Dupree versus Chris Masters on July 28th. We've also got showing up, we've got Carlito coming. We've got The Godfather coming. It's going to be a super packed show. Tickets are on sale now. Check out cwfcanada.com for details, or go to the Scotiabank Convention Center box office. I know I said I'd go from furthest in the future to now, but I'm going to use that as a bit of a segue to Niagara Falls Comic-Con. I believe tomorrow is the last day that you could buy your tickets online if you haven't already. There are quite a few wrestling guests. We've got the Killer Bees coming up all weekend. And then Saturday and Sunday only, we've got Road Warrior Animal, Sergeant Slaughter, and Paul Orndorff. And of course, on Sunday, unfortunately, all tickets are sold out. But if you're lucky enough, you could just catch a glimpse of The Undertaker appearing this Sunday at Niagara Falls Comic-Con. Go to nfcomiccon.com for details. And then this Sunday, after Comic-Con is all said and done, we've got NWX at the Warehouse on Geneva Street in St. Catharines. We know already that far from over, the NWX Tag Team Champions are going to defend their titles against a to-be-determined team. And there's going to be so much more after that. You guys don't want to miss that. Again, that's this Sunday at the Warehouse on Geneva Street in St. Catharines. Bell time is 7 p.m.
11 Geneva Street, to be exact, if you guys are wondering the address.
Yeah. Alrighty. I guess that's everything.
I think so.
Alrighty. I don't have anything really to plug, so other than that, Game 3 tonight, Raptors Warriors. Let's go teams, because I got my team from the West, team from the East in the finals in the NBA. That's crazy to think about that, but it's we the North. Toronto, first time ever in the NBA finals, so
one can only hope.
Get that.
It's going to be a hard-fought series. I think if I'm going to, since we're still kind of dropping predictions, Toronto needs to take one of these next two games.
Yeah.
If they're going to have any chance. If they win the next two, even better. But I think they need to win one of the next two to still be alive. I don't think they can win 3 in a row against Golden State, especially when Kevin Durant comes back.
Ethan's saying Raptors in 7, just by his
Raptors 7, baby.
I've heard some people say Raptors in 5.
Uh,
So we'll see what happens. I don't think it's gonna happen, but
and
I'm just in it for the ride.
one final thing, it has been announced that Kevin Durant is out for this game as well tonight. So that's
Yes, I believe Looney is out as well.
Looney, yeah,
Looney is out with, I think it's a collarbone
yeah,
break or something like that.
and no word on Klay Thompson. Yeah, he did get a little banged up in game 2, but we'll see.
Klay Thompson, I believe his status is there. It's a game time decision.
Yeah.
I believe that's what it is. Obviously, NBA.com would have the details on that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
that's all the time we have. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next time for predictions on Stomping Grounds.
Stomping Grounds?
Stomping Grounds. That is the next.
What the heck? What's Stomping Grounds?
It is the next pay-per-view
Yes.
of WWE. They started kind of announcing it already since the women aren't involved in Super ShowDown. So.
Yeah, plug the women's matches right away. That makes sense.
And that takes place June 23rd. So there's already.
Oh, that's going to be a busy weekend for me, that's for sure. And
The 23rd. What's the 23rd?
it's a
I know
Sunday.
it's a Sunday, but like I feel like there's something that weekend. I could be wrong.
Well, there's lots of things I could say that are that weekend, but
We'll
actually, I know you kept saying that's all the time, but I forgot to mention what I was talking about when someone mentioned about Undertaker being in the ring for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so the fact, I wonder what Undertaker's reaction is, laying under the ring when he witnessed R-Truth becoming a 4-time 24/7 champion by pinning Elias underneath the ring. Because clearly Undertaker...
That was hilarious. And nobody caught me on my quick little botch because I said already twice, but there is already a match announced for Stomping Grounds, and that is Bayley defending the SmackDown Women's Championship against Alexa Bliss.
See, I told you.
Night of Botches. Here's your host, Robbie.
Okay, let's get out of here. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you next time. All right, we're out of here.
1, 2, 3.